Hello! Welcome to the second annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. I'm Julie Gillis. I'm the newcomer to the Rogue Valley by about 18 months, moved here from Texas, and I just love it here. I love the Valley, I love community, I love your station, and I love the stories and the determination of all of the artists of Southern Oregon. So it's really my pleasure and honor to help honor you and the contributors that all of you local producers have made to our region's rich community media experience. Tonight's awards are for programs produced for or presented on Rogue Valley Community Television during 2017. The nominees include many of the producers who have created public access programs for our RVTV voices. RVTV producers and program contributors voted in each of the 18 categories, and there are astounding 56 local programs, from long-running half-hour series to feature-length films that are in contention tonight. Our all-volunteer public access advisory council developed the program tonight and devised the awards, and not to mention putting on the really great reception that we just experienced next door. Denise Ross is our producer and director, collecting the results of the balloting and producing the program alongside Bob Narron. So other local studio certified producers, along with some really great emerging media and digital cinema students, are here tonight making up the crew from SOU. I'd like to thank the folks at the Digital Media Center here for having us tonight for RVTV this evening. Let's give them all a big hand. So while tonight we're going to announce some winners, we're going to honor all of the programs that have been nominated. Each one is a labor of love. It's not produced for the almighty dollar. Is anybody making a lot of money doing this? No? Okay. Me neither. So, but it's made for the love of community. Community is something I'm very passionate about, and I know all of you are too. It's one of the reasons I love being here in the Rogue Valley. 19th century artist George Watts once said, "The real mission of art is not merely to amuse, but to illustrate the beautiful and noble." And here in the Rogue Valley, we have this precious gift of these channels, of the space itself, and an ever-renewing digital canvas to reflect what is beautiful and noble about our region and the people in it. There's over 100 local volunteers that make this happen in ways great and small. They run this place, and they keep the fires of free speech burning. So thank you for that. Let's give you guys a cheer, everybody here. If it wasn't for you, we would not be here, so thank you. Let's get this party started. We're gonna get some best education show categories listed for you, and we're gonna see some clips in a minute. And that's a great way to start off because we're celebrating our educational institution here at the DMC. So we have 4 programs nominated. Gems of the Rogue Valley by David Nino, yes, and Cassandra Wass. They spotlight local organizations and experiences that enhance the community. Girl Talk, Regina Ayers and Carol Voisin. They interview local leaders about opportunities, challenges, and successes of women and girls in their daily lives. Ramping Up Your English. Intermediate level English learners can improve their English skills with content-based ESL program hosted by John Letts. And Adventures in Education by John Letts. This spotlights positive things happening in education in our region, so let's watch some clips.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore. And I know too much to go back and pretend. 'Cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Whoa.
And our winner is, for Best Education Show, Adventures in Education, produced by John Letts. This is for you. Here's a mic for you.
Thanks for me too. Hello, everybody. I guess I could start by having, if you've ever worked on Adventures in Education, stand up. A lot of people around here have done that.
Yay.
So this award is for all of us. I want to also mention that these shows don't happen without a good director, a great director, and Denise Ross cannot be up here because she's behind the cameras very much right now. And I want to thank my wife, Liz, because it takes a lot of support at home in order to make these things happen, which everyone in this room knows about that, I'm sure. So thank you, everybody, and onward and upward. Thank you.
While we're especially blessed here in Ashland to host the world-renowned Oregon Shakespeare Festival, the entire valley is teeming with poets and actors and filmmakers and other creatives who apply their skill and imagination to express their humanity. We have 6 nominees this year in the category of arts and culture. Peace on Mother Earth. Dan Lehner promotes peace through poetry, music, and conversation with a special focus on the Native American community and their struggles around the Dakota Access Pipeline. Passion, Britt Ivy interviews a wide variety of guests with an eye towards sharing the passion that motivates their work in our community, particularly in local theater. Steal This Show. Host David Bruce shares movies, cartoons, and classic news reels that have passed into the public domain, and shares his historical commentary about them. Rogue Artisans and Crafters. David Nienow spotlights the talented and productive sculptors, photographers, woodworkers, and painters of our region with insights into how they do their work. Visual Hollywood. In this program, David Bruce looks at cinema from a femme-centric perspective, providing sneak previews and movie reviews. Artist on Your Doorstep. Glenn Paris-Stam takes her viewers to meet artists who live right here in Southern Oregon and produce remarkable works of art and literature. There's rarely a showing in a local gallery or museum that Glenn doesn't catch a glimpse of. Let's take a look at this year's nominees. Yeah, big hand. And our winner is Rogue Artisans and Craftsmen, produced by David Nino. This is for you, and this is for you. And
All right, okay. Well, thank you very much. I got a list of who to thank. Not the least of which, the first person I need to thank is my mother. I got her wrangled in through the studio certification class so she could come on and help me with my shows, and she's a big help. She helps with the set design and taking care of so many little details. So that's wonderful to have your mother on the show, and I encourage every producer, if your mother is available, run them through the studio certification class and bring them into the studio. So I also wish to thank Cassandra Wass. She's my co-host for Gems of the Rogue Valley. She's been a big help to me as well. So thank you, Cassandra. I also want to thank Alex McLaughlin, John Letts, Wanda Borland, Regina Ayers, George Cerneski, Bob Narron, Lynn Likens, Steve Drebin, Joe Curl, Leah Dougal, Nancy Bloom, Jasmine Silvera, Robert Hastings, Norman Mainwaring, and Jim Falkenstein. They've all consistently, multiple times, helped me produce my shows, and I thank you all. This has been it's been a great experience. The last 9 months after my father passed, it's been like the most active, successful period of my life, and I thank you all for helping me get here. So thank you.
Independent producers for non-commercial television are free to report and explore events and topics that affect our community. That can be done as a citizen journalist who generates their own local news coverage. As the Rogue Valley's home for free speech television, there's also room on RVTV for advocates from a diverse range of ideologies and perspectives to make their voices heard. We have 7 series nominated for Best News and Politics Show. CD Independent Media. Under the banner of Great News for a Change, Charlie Delgado shares his positive take on local news by interviewing people making a difference. Public access news. Yes. Local citizen journalism is the focus of this program. Host and producer Alex McGlasson features reports by longtime RVTV producers in cooperation with newly trained field certification workshop participants and Southern Oregon University media students. Regenerative Economics. Started last year by producer Marga Lauby. This is a new series dedicated to walking viewers through a re-envisioning of our current economic system. The Andy Draper Show. Initially produced by our 2017 Producer of the Year, Wanda Borland. Andy Draper has since become a producer in his own right, exploring with local guests topics such as Veterans Affairs, restorative justice, and the civil rights movement. 5-minute meeting. Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? With this motto, Jim Falkenstein delivers an irreverent look at what gets elected representatives and what they're up to here in Ashland. Passing through. Host Lynn Likens takes viewers across the United States on a train while she asks everyday people to share what the most important issue is they're facing in America today. Tough times. Teresa Swenson informs viewers of ways they can survive, stay healthy and safe in this uncertain age, interviewing both friends and in the producer community and activists fighting for change. So let's see some clips from these informative programs.
Big old change a coming, rolling through the land, marching feet a drumming to beat the band. Power comes from caring, a simple helping hand for the sanctity of living.
And the winner is Best News and Politics Show is awarded to 5 Minute Meeting. But wait, we have a tie. What? We have a tie. It's also public access news with Alexander McGlasson. So is Alexander here? Would you be happy?
In his honor. Come on, Charles. What do you think? What are these? Like,
Here we go. Woo!
I'll be Trump.
Oh! Anybody want to say something?
All right. Let's face it. I know about your show. My show's kind of silly thing. I shoot at home, and it's fun to do. And that's all I'm doing is trying to have fun. And I know it looks like everyone else is having fun. And that's the best place about here is everyone's having fun. It's a great time. And the more fun you have, the more it shoots through the TV into the other people's faces. And then they all have fun accidentally. That's the goal. What do you think, Charles?
Well, I think since you started doing 5 Minutes News, 2 Ashland council members have resigned. So, you can't.
Giant Slayer.
Yeah, you can't say he's not making a difference. But accepting on behalf of Alex McGlasson, who unfortunately is under the weather, couldn't be here tonight. So, yeah, big round of applause for Alex. I do want to mention the history of the show is that it was originally started by Alex Mesadu, who is a communications student who graduated from SOU, worked with us at RVTV, went on to a career at Channel 10 in Medford, and just moved a couple months ago to West Palm Beach, Florida, to even a bigger and better news job and to be closer to his family. So thank you to both Alexes for starting the show.
RVTV, launching past the stage.
Well, this is a really good time to point out that some of the programs featured on RVTV are produced right here in the studio. We've mentioned that before. This is a state-of-the-art facility in the Southern Oregon University campus. Other programs are produced in the field with high-definition equipment that public access producers can check out and use to produce their shows. You can also use the editing lab and get support with local volunteers. So the DMC is here and the support is here for you. If you want to create something, anybody watching wants to create a program, you can come here to this building, you can take a class, and upon completion of that requisite class, the resources are available to you to make amazing things happen. Those resources helped nominees, I think, or is there a clip back there for this next one? Is that correct? Yes, there is a clip. We're going to look at the resources available to you. So who are we supposed to call? Charles? Who are we going to call? Charles. Excellent. All those resources that you saw helped nominees of the Faith and Spirituality category. Regardless of the denomination, RVTV has always made room on Sunday for many paths to find their way. This year we have 5 nominees. The Naz. Producer Philip McClung makes the weekly services, music, and spiritual message of the First Church of the Nazarene in Medford available to all viewers of RVTV. Streams in the Desert. Producer Michael Rains brings his Bible-based message to RVTV viewers with a sermon provided in each episode from services in Cave Junction. Fun with Faith. That's producer David Bruce presenting religious themes topped off by a good dose of levity. It's a lighthearted look at topics ranging from the Pope to Billy Graham to atheism. A meeting with Eli Jackson Bear. Producer Joey Bloom delivers messages from Ashland's own Eli Jackson Bear on the nature of egoic suffering in support of self-realization. Power Encounter. Cindy Biondi launched the newest faith series on RVTV last fall, presenting her conversations with Esther Forest congregants as they talk about their mission to help each other both in our community and overseas. Well, let's see some clips about these programs.
He opens the eyes of the blind. He opens the eyes of the blind. Opens the eyes of the blind to turn them from darkness to light.
And the winner is, for our faith and spirituality show, The Naz, produced by Philip McClung. Charles, will you accept on his behalf? There you go.
So proud to accept this award for a show I don't have anything to do with personally. No, actually, who does have something to do with the show ever appearing in RVTV, those with long memories, producers have been here a few years, will remember Bob Schropp. Bob Schropp, who used to work at Project A and had some wonderful programming dealing with helping animals, improving their health. Of course, his wife being a veterinarian doesn't hurt that cause. And Bob since has moved on to actually be the TV crew director at the Dove TV in Medford. So kind of another RVTV success story, helping a gentleman change careers and change lives. And Philip McClung actually also has gone through the changes recently. He just resigned doing this show because he's now taken a job at the Medford School District. Oh. But I want to thank Philip McClung for 3 solid years of giving us the weekly services from the First Church of the Naz in Medford, and we sure hope they find somebody to fill his shoes soon so we can keep that program on the air. So thank you so much.
Our next category is Best Children's Show. And it's a good time to point out there's no commercial content on the children's programming or, well, any other program here at RVTV. We have programs for children of all ages, which says a lot. about all of you and me. Children's shows we have. Here are our nominees. The Clowning Around Show. Michael D. Fox inviting viewers to clown around with Mr. Twists and Juggles. This clown often invites local clowns to join in the fun. Southern Oregon Classic Kids Show. Alex McGlasson produces a show that encourages the natural curiosity of children in a way that respects their dignity. Genuine Playtime. Jennifer Nipples' character, Genuine, treats viewers to music, stories, interesting guests, and lots of laughs. So let's see some clips of that.
Genuine playtime, a genuinely good time. Genuine playtime, a genuinely good time. Genuine playtime, a genuinely good time.
Oh, and the winner is Genuine Playtime, produced by Jennifer Nipple. Woo! Is Jennifer here tonight? Let's have you.
At the last minute here, I'm accepting.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Let me give you, you can have that for,
Thank you, thank you.
and this
Well,
microphone for you.
I'm so happy to, excuse
It's
me.
okay.
I am so happy to accept this award for Genuine. She could not be here this evening, but her show is fabulous. Children love it, and we adults love it too. So thank you very much.
One of the programs featured tonight will be honored as the best show of the year. And we'll also learn tonight who gets the Ragland Producer of the Year award. But first, we have some new categories. When you consider the outstanding natural beauty with which Southern Oregon is blessed, it's no surprise we have the category of Best Nature and Ecology Show. And we have 3 programs for nomination. Let's take this outside. Producer Jim Falkenstein definitely takes viewers outside where he features a local trail hike or bike with studio interviewees and with guests involved in outdoor activities. Jim in Ashland. Again, a series of short videos from Jim Falkenstein shows viewers how to access some of the incredible outdoor recreation sites in the greater Ashland area. Animal Matters. Wanda Borland produces conversations with animal rights activists and experts to inform viewers about the humane treatment of the creatures we share the planet with. So let's see some of the work that's been created for nature and ecology. And the winner of Nature and Ecology Show is Animals Matter by Wanda Borland. This is for you, and this is for you to keep if you'd like. And here's the mic for you. Here you go.
Well, thank you very much for this award. I'm very honored to receive it. We'll be producing a few more Animals Matter programs this year in 2018. I'm very happy to have the support of the Southern Oregon Animal Rights Society group, a small but mighty group in the Rogue Valley that really advocates for animals, and we're fortunate to partner with people like Scott Beckstead from the Oregon Humane Society of the United States, and Gabe Bradshaw, the executive director of the Carlos Center out in Jacksonville, who does some amazing work. So I'm very honored to receive this award from my fellow community of RVTV producers. So thank you very much.
It is no secret that Southern Oregon is home to many talented entertainers. And let's face it, I think we all need a break from some of the serious stuff sometimes. I know I do. Our next category is for Best Entertainment Show, and we have 4 entertainment programs for RVTV. The nominees are the After 10 Band, featuring R-rated red band trailers with more mature audience-oriented movie reviews from David the Bruce. Showtime. Showtime is also produced by David Bruce, where he brings viewers onto the red carpet for in-depth looks at the stars of Hollywood and their work. A Focus On. Just give it a hand, yes. Feel free to clap whenever you want. There you go. Wanda Borland brings local creative talent to RVTV, representing some of the diversity of entertainment in Southern Oregon. Bold Beauties with Jasmine Silvera brought this new series to life last summer, featuring a challenging series of late-night conversations ranging from abstinence to women's sexuality to what the rules of the man cave really are. And I should have caught that episode because I don't know. Let's see some of those clips right now featured on RVTV.
We are here together. Today is the last day that we will ever be this young.
I'm about to get pregnant tonight.
Baby, 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 I don't want a love like that.
Moving, moving, moving between the worlds. He brings forth all things from within his body.
He's coming for you, Jack. Pirate's life.
What is abstinence? What's the difference between abstinence and celibacy? So maybe we just need to get you back up on the horse.
And it's, yeah, I mean, Bruce Lee taught me.
I want to know what Bruce Lee taught. I want to know. And the winner for Best Entertainment Show is A Focus On, produced by Wanda Borland. You again. Let me get the mic for you.
I'm really honored to have the show A Focus On be recognized in this way. It's a variety show, and as you can see, the first in the clip there was a little bit of the group Pacifica, and then the next one was a show on women's spirituality. And one of the most recent shows I did, which is in post-production right now, is the Courageous Phenomena Music and Film Awards, which I partnered with Daniel Sperry to produce. So A Focus On is just a chance for me to branch out in various areas that I'm interested in and have passion about. And I'd like to thank all the RVTV producers who consistently show up to crew and bring all their talents and focused attention. What? Attention to these productions, because without you guys, these wouldn't be possible. So thank you, everyone.
Our next category grapples with the question, what is well-being? Is it just the absence of disease or sickness? Or is it a combination of lifestyle factors that lead to our happiness and satisfaction? How do we feel about ourselves? There's so many answers to these questions. The category of well-being and lifestyle has the greatest number of programs up for award, 9. No, I mean, we need well-being real bad right now, apparently, in today's America. So we're gonna hear about those nominees right now. The creative good. Celebrating the media resources within the Creative Commons of universal sharing. This David the Bruce series looks at movements for change around the world, from Me Too to the alt-right. Life Passages. Producer and host Nancy Bloom takes viewers on what she calls the soul's journey, interviewing guests who share their stories of life-changing experiences and how that has affected them. Amuse. Although it's produced by David Bruce, the theme of Amuse is women empowering women, featuring their creativity and their inspiration. Cooking with Kamud. Kamud Gokani shares healthy recipes from India with viewers. She demonstrates how to prepare authentic Indian food and always advises viewers to cook with love. In their words. This thoughtful interview program is hosted by Steve Draben. From nonviolence to affordable housing to voices from wild places, Steve follows Amy Goodman's advice and goes to where the silence is. Dr. Mike Live. In this live program, local drug and alcohol counselor Michael Rhodes teaches viewers how to apply therapeutic techniques to the problems they face, overcoming anxiety, addiction, and fear. And True Talks with Jasmine. Political correctness and pat answers are challenged on this frank and fearless talk show hosted by Jasmine Silvera. Getaway Girl. Host and producer Regina Ayers shares her travel adventures with RVTV viewers, starting with the Camino del Compostela in France and Spain. Now let's take a look at these programs.
Hi, I'm David the Bruce, and this is The Creative Good, where we celebrate everything in the Creative Commons.
Talking that all of a sudden something just is like the centerpiece, is the thing that will take them deeper into their soul. And there it is.
would love to see the story from the female character's point of view.
Who is God?
And the subject again is opioids, their use and abuse.
I'm your host, Michael Rhodes. I'm not a real doctor. I have a master's degree in psychology and education. However, the subject matter is a little heavy. Then the possibility of getting them to see that maybe there's some other options.
True talks, true talks.
True talk.
True talks, true talks.
True talk.
True talks, true talks.
My name is Jasmine. This is True Talks.
True talks, true talks. What's hidden out of sight, I bring into the light, right down to the bone where the truth stands alone. Tell it like it is, if it's her words or his. Speak the truth, leave the rest, cause this is the place where there's no BS. True talks, right?
No!
Oh, goodness.
That's okay, try again.
Getaway, getaway, getaway now. This is the premiere episode of Getaway Girl. I'm Regina Ayers, and I am the Getaway Girl. Getaway, getaway, getaway now. Getaway, getaway, getaway now. Take a plane, take a train, take a car. Just getaway, getaway, getaway now. Need to be far, just
Bon Camino.
Getaway now.
And our winner for Well-Being and Lifestyle Show is Cooking with Kamud. Oh, here you go. And here's your microphone. Say hello.
Wow, this is really a surprise. Thank you. Thank you to my husband who has always supported me. John and Wanda, who has been my big, big, big support. And you all, I mean, I never have to call any time for the crew and everybody is there. They prepare everything for me before I arrive. By Michael, ooh, I'm so very thankful and yay, keep on cooking and eating healthy food. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. When public access producers are free to create programs they're passionate about, you end up with a lot of categories of programs. Do you have a vote yet in your head of who you think the best show of the year would be? Somewhat, you do, good. How about the producers? One of them are going to leave tonight with the Raglan Producer of the Year award, and we won't know that until a little bit later. We have a few more categories to go, and the next one is music. Music is an important part of our lives, yes. It's probably the one artistic medium, even more than movies or video or television, that we can all accept as a universal means of expression. And we have 7 music programs up for an award this year, and here are the nominees. It's the longest-running community performance show on local television, and this production features the classic big band concerts in Lithia Park every summer. So even if you can't make it to the band shell, the program will bring the band to you. Thanks to support from the City of Ashland and RVTV, which sends out professional producer Charles Douglas, and a crew of local volunteers. Anything goes. Viewers get to learn fascinating things about music history along with audience members in this music program, which won the Soda in a different category last year. Live music brings it all to life, from Hollywood standards to jazz, to the blues, to bebop, all thanks to producer Gary Mark Roberts. The Rogues. From Latin swings to bebop jazz to classic rock, producer David Bruce brings viewers a diverse selection of performance from across our state. The Rogue After Dark. Ooh. In The Rogue After Dark, producer David Bruce turns out the light, bringing the death grind of Infernal Throne and the punk rock of Bloody F Mess to late night viewers. And that sounds pretty rad. Iron Mike presents. Longtime producer Michael Ball crafts a psychedelic heavy metal treat for Rogue Valley viewers. Rock out to local talent in Southern Oregon, venues from Grants Pass to Medford. Southern Oregon Songwriters Circle. Inheriting this award-winning program from his comrade Michael Hoover, SOU alumnus Jesse Eels Adams continued this program into a second season with remarkable live performances ranging from acoustic folk to electrifying rock and roll with local and touring young performers. Green Screen and Jam. Yeah. Producer Aubrey Hollingshead uses visual effects to enhance the musical experience of viewers as they enjoy the all-original tunes of iconoplasty. So let's take a look at these programs in the category, and we will tell you the winner in just a second.
Hello, I'd like to tell you a story about this guitar and some of the folks that have played it over the years. Hard times will come sometime, but not today.
All aboard, babe.
Patience and fortitude, and things will come your way.
The name of the band's Brains is from the Rogue Valley, Southern Oregon,
Thanks. Last one.
And our winner for Best Music Show goes to Southern Oregon Songwriters Circle, Jesse Eels Adams. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm sorry.
Hello. Thanks, Julie. My name is Jesse. At the Songwriters Circle, we sought to provide a sort of platform between the audience and the creative, because one is starving for the other in all circles of life here in Southern Oregon. And what is life but a series of misconnections? And we sought to kind of cure that dilemma. So thank you for Southern Oregon Songwriters Circle. All right.
Some of our community events are also carried live here on RVTV, and there's nothing like being there in person, but if you can't get out, or if you're at home for some reason, or you just don't like crowds, you can turn on the television and watch them in real time. I'd like to note that all 5 of the nominees, just like the live event here tonight, were crewed by emerging media and digital cinema students from SOU. Here are our nominees. The AIFF Award Ceremony. And this was broadcast for the first time this year thanks to DMC manager Brandon Givens. The event is a culmination of Ashland Independent Film Festival, a year-long effort to bring work of independent filmmakers from around the world to Ashland. The 4th of July Parade. There's no Independence Day parade like the one here in Ashland. There are nearly 100 local entries celebrating the American Revolution in a very Ashlandish fashion, and that's produced by Jim Teese and Charles Douglas. The Martin Luther King celebration. Yes, it's an amazing. Just as our community is proud to celebrate Martin Luther King, RVTV is proud to make that celebration available to all viewers in Southern Oregon. Paul Collins produced the broadcast of the event. SOU commencement with Southern Oregon University being such an important part of our community. Viewers can watch graduates once they get their degrees they've worked so hard to earn. SOU alumnus Brandon Givens is a producer. The Pear Blossom Parade. Yes. Joe Brett, who's been with RVTV for 25 years, or over 25 years, produced the live coverage of this colorful celebration of Medford's historic pear industries. Bands and floats from throughout Southern Oregon participate. Let's see some clips.
Rage. Violence grows in streets. In America and elsewhere, ecosystems collapse from climate change, whether in Chile or the Arctic.
everyone. It is such an honor to be here with you tonight.
Was a great man, and we still have many great people in the world who are following that philosophy.
Community needs to stop preaching about being so diverse. It's beginning to feel scripted and over-rehearsed.
And the winner for Best Live Event is the 4th of July Parade, produced by Charles Douglas. Here we go.
Thank you so much. By the way, isn't your host doing a great job this evening? Thank you, Julie. Really stepping up in a big way. And I have to say, you know, I directed 4 out of 5 of those. Actually, I directed about 2 minutes of the MLK one, but otherwise I was just engineering for that great duo in the control room tonight, Paul Collins and Denise Ross, who did a great job at the Martin Luther King Day event last year and this year, actually. And I'm just so proud of the whole team, because remember, even though I produce some of these things and direct some of the other ones, none of these would happen without the support of SOU and without these great student crew members, a lot of whom you see here today. And that's, just to embarrass them completely, that's Anna Rad, that's Samantha Jestadt, that's Michael Singer, that's Patrick McNulty volunteering, and Chris Wikel there in the control room as well. So thanks to you all. And I think these live events are some of the most important things we do here, because in the age of the internet and, oh, I could use my iPhone to make a show in my bathroom at home sort of thing, well, you can't quite do that for a multi-camera live event like a parade, like King Day. Some of these events can only be done by a professional crew with professional gear. And I'm proud to say we're going to be doing even more live events this year. AIFF Preview, the film festival, coming to Ashland next month. We're having a preview event. March 20th we'll be doing live for the very first time. So it just keeps getting better here at RVTV. Thanks to you all for being a part of this community.
Thank you. Another new category this year is Best Narrative Film for Cinematic Works of Fiction, which made their television premiere on RVTV. We have 2 nominees for this award. The Truth About Daisies. Writer and director Ron Hofstadter, another SOU graduate and former RVTV staffer, shares his tale of a young woman faced with family tragedy who finds herself on the streets of a small coastal town. Original music for the film was written by former RVTV staffer and SOU film student Michael Hoover and performed by him along star Mig Windows. Delusion Blues. Longtime local musician and movie buff Scott Garriott produced this black and white exploration of one man's journey through the stranger side of Ashland with an incredible cast of local characters and over 30 local bands. You'll be sure to recognize some of their cameos in this experimental film, and they both sound very intriguing. Let's see some more from those clips.
You ever heard of Richie Blues?
No. Who's Richie Blues? Where can I get his some of his records?
These recordings are the best things I've ever heard. It's hard to believe that they're coming from here.
This is coming into the mainstream. It's leaking out. The truth is coming.
Our music is an experience, and if you have questions about that experience, you need to delve within yourself. Records, I love records. Awesome. Who is it?
I'm hoping it's this artist I've been hearing about, Richie Blues.
What sort of music is he?
Well, I could describe it to you, but I don't think I'm going to.
Is it any wonder I'm gone? 'Cause your moods change like the seasons. You're never wrong, are you, baby? Back when you were young, I was crazy. Back when you were young, I was...
And the winner of Best Narrative Film, Truth About Daisies, Ron Hofstadter.
Thank you so much. I have somebody on the phone.
Oh.
And his name's Ron Hofstadter. And Ron was the producer, director, the cause celeb of this film, made it all possible. And Ron, what would you like to tell our viewers here in RVTV and here in the studio about Truth About Daisies?
I'd just like to thank everybody at RVTV, and everybody else out there at Southern Oregon University and stuff, where we came up and learned how to make film and did live television, and just keep doing what you're doing. Thanks to the cast and crew, and you, Charles, and everybody else that's out there having a good time. Love you all, and thank you.
All right, thank you, Ron. Take it away. No more me tonight.
Another new category this year's Best Documentary Film, and we have two nominees for that, and they are The Jeffersonian, A State of Mystery. Explore the mysteries of Bigfoot, Lemurian legends of Mount Shasta, and the haunting of the Pluckett Center found on Southern Oregon University campus. DMZ manager and instructor Brandon Givens is a producer of record. Though the filming and editing was thanks to emerging media and digital cinema students here at SOU. Traveling Salesman. Traveling Salesman is the incredible true story of two friends who take a traveling magazine sales job only to be kidnapped by a cult. That's a true story. It's terrifying to me, just thinking about that. SOU communications graduate and former RVTV programming assistant Alex Messadieu filmed and produced this project as a senior capstone. Let's take a look at the nominees.
some city slicker, inexperienced in the woods, not comfortable around wildlife. And what I saw that day was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
Mount Shasta is known worldwide as a spiritual energy vortex. A vortex is a confluence of energy lines, ley lines and grid lines that are on this planet, and as those lines come together, they meet, and when they meet, they hit each other and spin. Usually a vortex spins just one direction, but all of Mount Shasta spins both directions at the same time.
I was walking to a buddy's house. There's a van that pulls up. And they're like, hey, you looking for a job? And I was like, yeah, we have a job for you, you door-to-door salesman. And didn't think to realize, sounds too good to be true.
Nick told me about it. I decided to go. Nick says we'll be gone for about a week or so. We're going north like everything's normal, like, and they're like, well, we're not actually going to Washington.
We got there, and instantly I started questioning everything.
I want to say like it was like a gypsy camp. The scariest looking woman I've ever seen in my life.
Like the people who picked us up, we went to talk to them in their tent, they gave us $20. Then they gave us this list, showering, shaving, and then like it got to sex, and instantly I was like, oh. And then it got even worse. One of the bigger guys that was there just knocked that kid out because he was saying he wanted to go home. And I was just like, dude, what are we doing to get out of here?
Okay, this is way worse than I thought. The first thing I do is like pull out my phone. There are crazy people. This was a horrible idea. Can you come get us? We eventually make it to like the freeway. Multiple lights are getting closer, and there's another car like coming up, and like he just takes off like speeding down the freeway.
And the winner of Best Documentary is The Jeffersonian, A State of Mystery, produced by Brandon Givens. There you go. Yes, yes, that works. Here's a...
Brandon is unable to be here, so as one of his students and employees, I will be accepting this for him. I'm sure he would like to say thanks, and
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, some of the people you see accepting awards are familiar to you. You probably know everybody in this room. And as an RVTV viewer, many of the producers that you don't see are doing their work behind the camera. Producers and their crews work really hard to realize the vision of the show from the director's perspective and from the creator's perspective. And that vision also comes to fruition because of the people who appear before the camera. So our next category is for Best On-Air Personality. And this is the first of our individual awards. So the winner of the Best On-Air Personality is Andy Draper. Is Andy Draper here? Here, I'll have you accept that for us. Would you like to say anything?
Oh, well, I am happy to accept this award on behalf of Andy Draper. I'm sure Andy Draper would like to thank everybody who's come in and crewed on his shows. And yeah, Andy is now a certified producer here in his own rights, and I'll be sure that he receives this award. Thank you very much.
We have more individual awards, and we're getting pretty close to getting to the award for the Best Show of the Year and the Ragland Producer of the Year. The first thing a studio producer here inside the Digital Media Center must do is to get a show into production is to assign a studio director. All of the activities in producing a live or recorded studio TV program, from on-air talent to the camera angles, are coordinated by the director. The director takes the producer's vision and coordinates all that must happen to achieve it. In a studio, if there's no director, there is no show. So our director for the year is Wanda Borland. You're getting a stair workout today, aren't you?
Wow. Thank you so much. It's an incredible honor. I'm speechless. All the RVTV producers who have been doing this for a while, we've learned some things to help make our productions better, more professional, technically as perfect as we can make them. And then the new producers that are coming in, they come in with their fresh ideas, and a reminder to all of us that one of the reasons that we're here doing this is for the fun of it, for the joy of it, for getting our message out there. And I really appreciate working with all of you. I enjoy mentoring the new producers that are coming in and helping them make their ideas and their passions come into a studio show. So thank you all so much. I'm really honored to receive this award. Thank you.
Each year, certified producers, let me say that again, it's so exciting up here. Each year, certified producers emerge from the studio production class with hands-on experience in producing a TV program. Some have ideas on their own for the program they want to be producing, and some producers emerge that way during 2017. Producers take total responsibility for the programs they produce. They work with a director and a crew to make their vision into a reality, and new producers bring fresh content to the viewers. The Best New Studio Producer Award for 2017 goes to David Nenow. Here we are.
Well, thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that, but I look at this and it makes me feel like I'm a contender. So that you really like me. So I love everyone here. This has been a great experience the last 9 months. Learning everything here at the studio, making really great friends. This is the most number of people I've known since my days in college. And this is a better group of people than back then. So I thank you all for the experience and for everything I've been able to achieve here with all your help.
Awesome. Now you know you need money to operate RVTV and any public access station, but all the programs you see here are produced by unpaid volunteers, not just a producer, the director, the crew members, and those people are putting up the set, they're dressing the set, they're setting lightings, they're checking out the audio, they're creating and running graphics, they're switching between multiple inputs of video and audio, and they're pressing the record button, I hope. They better be. And they're carried out by volunteers, and we couldn't do this without them. So if you've watched a production in process, you'll see studio producers from one program supporting studio producers from another program, and that's how it works. Everybody helps each other. It's television created by people for people, by public access for public access producers. So to honor these volunteers who make the programs possible, we've added a category of studio volunteer for 2017. And I'm going to list some nominees who've all worked over 100 hours specifically to help shows of other producers. So I'd like to ask these producers to remain standing, and it'll be a big piece of applause at the end. These nominees are Bob Narron, Wanda Borland, John Letts, Alex McGlasson, Regina Ayers, and Gary Mark Roberts. Big round of applause for everybody. That's so much dedication. It's 5 outstanding volunteers, and our volunteer of the year is Alexander McGlasson, who is not here tonight. right? So we're going to leave this out for him. And
Allow me to accept this.
all right.
Yes, absolutely.
There we go. Here we are.
Look, I defy anyone here not to have worked with Alex McGlass, and he's amazing. He knows so much more back there. That every one of us doesn't know what we're doing. You go to Alex, and he'll explain it to you, and he'll kind of give you like but he will do it happily. He's a great guy, and he's. I know he's in trouble with his wife sometimes for coming here instead of working on his book he's supposed to be working on, and he shows up, he's tired, he's got kids, he does a lot, and he does his own show. He's not even all our other shows. He does so many of those shows. He's amazing. I have the pleasure. He does my show. He directs my show for me. It's just fantastic. And I've never heard anyone say, Alex, what a jerk. Everyone says, what a good guy. So you can't beat that. That's a good way to live your life, is everybody loves you. So Alex, everybody loves you, and we all appreciate everything for you. And I don't know if I'll be able to get this to you right away.
All right. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. We've had so many shows on RVTV Voices, but only one will receive the Best Show of the Year. All the votes are tallied. They're all in. The secret is here. Can you guys do me a drum roll with your feet, just a little bit? Okay, the reward for Best Show of the Year, I hope this doesn't mess up the audio, goes to Southern Oregon Songwriters Circle. Jesse Adams, come on up.
Thanks again, Julie. Yes, thank you so much. Genuinely, I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I've lived in Ashland a number of years, and I've been in bands, and I've seen them come and go. And for us capturing and documenting these musicians and artists, to not let them get lost into obscurity was our passion. And it's sort of like waking up in the middle of the night and trying to step on the tail of a mouse who's running away with your wedding ring, because they get away from you really quickly. But we're so proud to have this documentation of all these great people who have come through this room and have gone on into the wild winds and everything. And so just really like to say thank you all so much. It's been a great few years here at RVTV, and here's to next year. All right.
Oh. Well, don't take that.
What's mine?
This is our final award tonight. The Ragland Producer of the Year is an award that's been presented since 1992. That's what I've been told. That's a long time. Each program we've honored tonight has a producer. That's a lot of programs, a lot of producers, but only one producer will have their name added to the top award. And the winner's name is in this envelope. You did so good this last time with the drum roll. Let's do it one more time. One more time. The Ragland Producer of the Year award goes to John Letts. Here your name is. Add you there. We're going to add you there.
Well, I have to quote David Nenow. I wasn't expecting this. This is fantastic. Well, I'm so proud to be associated with RVTV Voices, and I'm so grateful that people voted for me for producer. Man, I'm not very often speechless, but all I can say is, gosh, it's such a wonderful work that we do here, isn't it? All of us. I mean, it's just a wonderful work that we do. And as was said at the beginning of the program, it's not about accumulating money. In fact, we kind of come in the negative column when we leave here. But what a beautiful production of television that we do, and what a great asset we have in this community to have RVTV. And I'm just very, very proud and very, very thankful. Thank you.
I think we put this back
on
the
wall, I guess.
You have that, though, for sure. Oh. It has been an honor to recognize all of you talented people who are bringing quality programming to the viewers in Southern Oregon. Your stories matter so much, and they make such a difference in people's lives on a day-to-day basis. I believe in stories. I've been a storyteller for years and years, and I'm so happy to have landed in a place like the Rogue Valley. On behalf of Public Access Advisory Council in association with Rogue Valley Community TV, thank you for joining us. This has been our second annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. Have a great night.
Thank you.